Hello there everyone and welcome back to the Rosie Outlook event. So we have just completed tier 3 of the event, and so we will be moving on to tier 4 now. But obviously our prize was the reflecting pool, and the new tier has collect food, level up dragons, and breeding elemental hybrids. The breeding elemental hybrids is really easy if we just breed together the fire and wind dragons, and obviously collecting food is pretty obvious. All that we have to do is just go over here. I can actually click the button multi-plant and just put in spiky cherries. But pretty easy, and leveling up is obviously self-explanatory as well. But sometimes you do have to level up your dragon like a few times before it actually gives you the item for it. So don't expect it to give it to you every level up, because that's not quite how it works for whatever reason. But make sure you're leveling up your fire dragons that you're just hatching as well, so then you don't have to use like any food pretty much. But anyway, where is our guy here? We've got our fire, and then we have our... Let me type! There we go. Wind. Now, if we breed these guys together, we'll have to wait 35 minutes, and that should be a bee dragon, and then when that's done, we'll be able to go and put our egg into our hatchery. Well, I'll just speed it up anyway, and then there we go. Item received, and it's just as easy as that, but you can only get 2 of these every, say, 4 hours or so, I believe it is. So just make sure you get those out of the way quickly as well. So today we are going to actually be going back on the DML wiki, and I'm going to be plugging this event guide, or whatever the heck you want to call this table, because it is so important that you use this. But if we're on tier 4 and our prize being the sunflower, then the estimated minimum completion time is 6 hours for this tier. So it has gone up quite a bit. And for tier 4, obviously we've got everything here. Collect food, we can collect 5, and the pool refreshes every 50 minutes. For leveling up, the pool refreshes every hour. And then finally, for the breeding hybrids, it is every 4 hours. So I would ideally suggest to come back to your game once every 45 minutes, just to make sure you get all of the collecting food and leveling up and don't actually miss out on any. Because the leveling up dragons has been the longest part of the event for me in tier 4 so far. But we are pretty much going to be moving on from tier 4 onto tier 5 pretty soon. Not sure if it's all set up yet, but then tier 5 is going to be taking around about 10 hours if you're doing it like as soon as you can, everything, no breaks sort of thing. So what do we have now? So we've done all of our collecting food, we've bred all of our elemental hybrids, and leveling up dragons is the only thing that we have left to do. I'm not sure if this is actually reset yet, because not sure if you could tell, but I just did like 4 videos in a row, so I'm getting kind of confused with what I'm doing here. But if we level up this guy, do we get any more? No, just 1 butterfly, is that it? Wow. What a waste of food. Again, I end up feeding them way too much just to make sure I've actually fully depleted the pool. But because they're such a low level, I'm barely using any food anyway, so I really don't care. But we'll put that in there. And 75 gems. I have exactly 75, and trust me, it's tempting, but I'm only skipping them if I have literally 1 left. Like, if we just had 1 butterfly left, I probably would skip it. But I'm trying to do this as close to the T as I can, so you guys know exactly what to expect when you're doing it without actually using any gems on it either. Because genuinely, I don't like spending too many gems on this game. Especially during the event period, I feel like it's annoying having to do that. And you should be able to do all of these events without spending a penny. You've been able to do all the old ones, so I can't imagine that this one is tremendously more difficult or anything like that. And according to the wiki, apparently it is just more or less the same as it usually is. So, you know, again, don't think that it's impossible or anything like that. It's not. Just go with the flow. Take it as it comes, sort of thing. But we really should be on tier 5 by now. That's the tier that the wiki is up to as well. But I mean, what is it? It's 3:30 PM on Saturday for me. So we've still got like 9 days just under to complete the event off. But I'm not going to be here for part of tomorrow or tonight. So obviously, because I know I'm not going to be around, I'm trying to make up for all that time while I'm still here. And that's probably another reason why all the gameplay videos are coming out so disjointed. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I hate having to do post-commentary, but depending on the situation, there's just, like, no avoiding it sometimes. So I'm kind of forced into it. It takes me out of my comfort zone. I'm just so used to doing everything, like, at the time, live. Oh, I guess live. I mean, I have live streamed this game before, so I am used to doing that a lot more as well. But I think you get what I'm trying to say anyway. But there's just so much micromanagement during these events that I find it really difficult to showcase absolutely every action that I do during the event, because otherwise these videos would be way too long. Genuinely. There'd be like little broken up bits of video everywhere that'd be like a minute each. And I'm not gonna make you sit through like 15 just 1 minute segments of video just for that. So basically, just put 2 and 2 together from the last episode to this episode. Normally it's gonna end on us doing the beginning of a new tier, and then the start of the next video is gonna be us moving on to the following tier sort of thing. That's how it's always been. But, you know, if you're new, I'm glad you're here. If you're used to the old event sort of progression, you probably don't care anyway. So, I don't even know what I'm saying. But luckily, these enchantment guys here are actually a pretty low level. We probably could have used one of our other 2 for this one. But, unless this is like a super high level. No, it's not. Oh well. You know, like I said, I'm not going to be here much longer anyway, so chances are I'm not going to be doing any more enchantment fights to be, like, just anyway. So as long as we're getting 1 chest, it's better than no chest. But come on, give me an energy anything. Not quite, but we did get some fire. I have to say, we do need some fire stuff still. And what are we looking like with our cockatoo here? Because he is our main goal for this month. 26 out of 39. We have some extraordinary, but we don't want extraordinary. We want excellent. So we need another, what is that? A lot, basically. Another 13. And, obviously that's going to take a long time, so I'm not even going to bother with him. What about our fossil? I think we got some more materials for our fossil dragon at least. 17 out of 28, and we got a lot of excellent for him, but like if we change up all of these, then we're only 6 away, and then he will be fully upgraded. We won't have to touch him ever again, which is going to be nice. It's just these enchantment legendaries take way too much. And obviously I'm not going to be trying to breed any of these guys during the event, but as soon as the event is over, we will be pretty much jumping straight on this bandwagon here. At least we have a lot of trinkets so we can change up some stuff as well. Like, look at all these average that we have here. Even if I change all of them, we have like nowhere near enough still. Like, there we go, I just wasted 2,500 and got like one excellent material. Fantastic. Definitely my favourite. But, you know, whatever. Anyway, I just get so annoyed just looking at all of them, and it's like, oh look, I got nothing! Fantastic. But since I'm not going to be here for a good while, I am going to look for the 6-hour fruit, the squarey berries. Oh, I love these things. Put those in, and we'll set the timer for them. We do also have some of the Chronosian seal things that we've gotten, so we can forge them and speed up time as well if we need to. Don't need to quite yet. But we'll put everything in. Ooh, even got a epic chest. Whee! Yay me! That is pretty good though. We didn't get the seal or anything. That's to be expected, so we'll put those guys back in. And do we have any food for this guy? I don't think we do. Damn it. If I refresh this, are you going to be nice? Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay, that was awful. Never do that again, me. Just ruined it. Whatever. I don't care anymore. We could put these 2 in, but I don't think it's worth... Unless you actually have the recommended dragons at the right level, it's usually just not worth it to explore it. It's like there wasn't even an update for it at this point. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to continue on with this stuff. by next time we will definitely be on to tier 5. We will have leveled up all of these dragons and everything. And then we'll be at the halfway point. And like I said, realistically, at 8 days, 23 hours remaining, we should be on tier 5. But I am very slightly behind. So, you know, if you're still back on tier 2, you need to get a move on. Hurry up, your bum. Or you end up missing out on some cool dragons. But anyway, guys, for now, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I will see you then.